Hi everyone, this is Bogdan of the mt5toolbox.com, and this is a presentation video for our product QB-TradeManager. As you've seen, we already opened the MT5 trading station and the QB-TradeManager is listed within experts, so we're gonna drag it to the chart. And because this expert is about manually making trades and adjusting your orders and positions, we'll have to enable the auto trading, okay? And make sure that's gonna be really enabled. Okay, now, as you've seen, the dialog box already appeared, and it has taken the default setting of the chart that it has been attached to, meaning the symbol is dollar to the yen. The application is made to help you adjust your positions, orders, and overview the risk information. This interface is the positions interface. You see it, you can open, modify, or close positions. And of course, in this case, we don't have any open position, so let's go through the areas of this interface. First area right here, it is the manual trading area, where we see the current symbol that we can change from here. We can see the lot, which is set to the minimum, the buy-sell buttons with the quotes, and the spread from the platform. The second area right here is where you can modify the key parameters of your positions before launching them. And this one right here is where the stop losses and take profits are being displayed and calculated previously, so that you can overview them before taking an action, meaning buying or selling. Okay, now let's go forward with the calculation of the main parameters. The lot size can be modified manually, straight in its box, okay? But it can also be calculated. And to calculate it, we will check the option that is directly influencing it, and that is the margin. With this option, we can specify exactly how much would be the margin of the position. Is it going to be a percentage from the balance or from the equity? Or is it going to be straight in account currency? So for instance, if we'll put here a percentage of the equity, let's see that we put it to 1%. You see already the margin has been updated. If you want to check it even thoroughly, you will set it to the dollars or to your account currency if you have a different one. And for instance, in this case, if you put, for instance, $200, we will get a lot size of 1, which checks everything, because one lot of dollar yen is $100,000. Divided to 500, the leverage is exactly the 200 that we specified. All right, and in this case, let's go forward to set up the stop loss. The step of the stop loss, let's say that we put about 1% of the equity. And you see two of them displayed in the third area, because it's either for buy or for sell. We didn't push the button yet. And we can specify also the take profit. Let's say it's 2% of the equity. In this case, it calculated already the take profit too, because auto calculate is on and everything is updated second by second. Or we can also, if we want not to put the take profit, we can just check the risk reward ratio. For instance, we put a risk reward of 4, and we can see we have about 1 to 4 units, 1 unit of risk, 4 units of profit. Alright, let's launch the trade. So I'm gonna buy. And it says instant buy, done. And it has the parameters specified, the stop loss and the take profit. Pretty neat, huh? Of course, these parameters were already set, and I advise them to be set, that the calculations are always on, so that there is no mistake done. Otherwise, you can set auto calculate off and use manually the button to calculate values. Let's launch another position on the euro dollar, for instance. The euro dollar, where we have a margin consumption of 1% of the equity, with a stop loss of 1% of the equity, and a risk, and let's say a take profit of 2% of the equity. And in this case, we will say that, for instance, we sell. I didn't check it up. Never mind, this is just to show you how it works. Now we already have two orders. Let's see how the modify interface works. Okay, now let's go to the modify interface. Right here, we can see the two positions, and let's adjust a bit more the loss for the euro dollar position, the stop loss, and we'll move the stop loss to about 6 points, and this will be done having as pointer as reference the opening price of the order. We'll just move it, modify, and it says done. Okay, similarly you can do it, of course, with the take profit. And now let's take a look at the close interface. We'll go to the close interface, and we see here the positions listed, and it's really simple. So you can just type in a volume and close. This will result in a partial close of the position, or execute a close and reverse, which will close the position and reopen it in the opposite direction. Well, that would be all about positions. For the orders interface of the QB-TradeManager, we're starting with no positions, so that it's easier to follow. You see here the symbol, which is the symbol of the chart to which the export was attached to, and it can be changed. The order type, and we just implemented only the 4 basic types: buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, sell stop. The price, the volume, the stop loss, and take profit. Of course, these are manual, but as in the positions interface, the stop loss, take profit, and volume can be also calculated. Additionally, we also have the expiration of the order and the comment. Now, in the lower part of the dialog box, we're having here, as in the positions interface, the controls for the lot size, the stop loss, the take profit, and risk reward working together. So let's open an order here on the dollar to yen, a buy limit. We wait for it to go a bit lower, let's say 97,900. 97,900. Okay. Now let's set the volume. It won't stay 001. We calculate it with a margin. We set the margin to be about $200. Okay. And in this case, you see, recalculated the volume to be 1 full lot. Okay. And let's say the stop loss is, for instance, 1,000 points. And the interesting thing is that in this case, we can also override the setting for the volume, the one that comes from the margin. and we're telling it that this stop loss of 1,000 points is must mean something from a percentage from the balance. Let's say that this loss is about 2% of the balance, and you can see it here, it's 0.20. Now it's changed. Let's set a risk reward of 4. Alright, we have the price, we have the stop loss, we have the take profit, and now we're gonna place the order. Okay, order is placed. Now let's modify it. We go to the modify interface, and you can see there is only one ticket because there is only one order. It's already selected. You can see here all the data about it. And now let's put the stop loss a bit lower. Let's set it to be 3% out of the balance. You see the stop loss got recalculated, and now I do modify order. All done. And to demonstrate the delete, we go to the delete interface. We have here the order, and we're deleting it. And that's quite all about orders. The last component of the QB-TradeManager product is the risk info interface that allows you to control your risks, to see in a single table what are your risks and your targets for your positions and orders. And you can see in this table you have the positions and the orders together because it selected the all mode. Otherwise you can have only positions or only orders, but we'll select the all. It displays the type of position or the order, then what is the margin, the risk, and the target in two modes: percent as a percentage of the balance or in the money. And this concludes our presentation for the risk info interface and also for the QB-TradeManager product. See ya.